Let me show you something.
Can I do like a exaggerated British guy, and you do like an exaggerated American girl?
Yeah.
Ready?
I already talk like that, though.
What's that?
You said I already talk like that.
You do, but you could do even better. Right,
Okay.
ready? Hello everyone, how do I? Smashing brilliant. My name is Fen.
Oh my god. Hey everybody, my name's Akasha.
We're going to do a video. It's called Al Murray versus Americans. Absolutely top-notch, brilliant.
Honestly, I don't even know how to respond because I can't understand you. I can't understand you.
Welcome back, everyone. How are we? Fen,
Akasha.
how is everyone doing? Happy New Year to everyone. Sorry, I'm just being a twat as per usual. Happy New Year to everybody. Here's to 2023, babe. Let's... Oh, sorry, my bad.
With my one of my Christmas
One of your Christmas
gifts.
gifts. Go on, babe. Show them off. Go on.
I love Love Island UK. I will say the UK one is better than all the other ones.
I tried to talk her out of it. I tried. Honestly, lads, I tried. Go on, carry on.
So this was one of my Christmas gifts. He got me the gold wine glasses, and as I was opening the gift, he said, wait. Turned on the Love Island theme.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-bum,
I was
bum,
so
ba-dum,
excited.
bum, bum. You were excited, bless you.
And my wonderful stepfather, who's absolutely amazing, got us this. Well, actually got him this.
Right.
So we're on air, bitches.
There you go. So, welcome back. As you can see from the title of the video, requested I don't know how many times, Al Murray, who, British comedian, obviously. I'm not a huge fan, I've got to be honest, of Al Murray.
I've never heard of him before.
It's kind of he's actually playing a character. It's called Al Murray, the pub landlord, right? So landlord of a pub, like British men, right?
Okay.
Beautiful British name. That's like his catchphrase. Everyone's beautiful British name. You could say your name's from fucking everywhere. He goes, beautiful British name, right?
Okay.
That's his thing. It's all about being British and being one of the men or whatever. He's actually supposed to be a really, really educated. I've seen him in interviews and stuff. He's actually a really intricate, educated guy, but he's came up with this character. And
I feel like a lot of the best comedians are, you know.
yeah, I mean, it's obviously like just characters came up with it. It's a bit fun and then it caught on and people like it. You know what I mean? Anyway, he's got a video called Al Murray versus the Americans. I think you know how this is going to go.
Oh my gosh, okay.
It's not going to look good for the Americans.
Whatever.
I thought I would even the playing field
Okay.
out. I thought it'd be fair instead of all this like American bashing, right? Doug Stanhope, who is one of my absolute favorites. If you've got any British who are watching and don't know who he is, you should check him out. There's Doug Stanhope versus the British.
Okay.
So I thought I'd even the playing
So
field
the tables
out.
will turn.
The tables will turn.
Okay.
People might switch off after the Al Murray, but you should stick around because Doug
Well,
Stanhope's
that's not
pretty
fair.
good.
If we're
I
gonna
know
bash
it's not
Americans, and
let's
if you,
be
then you
fair.
should be able to
You're
take
right.
the bashing
You're
of your own
absolutely
culture.
right.
What
If you
the
can
fuck?
give it out, if you can dish it out, you should be able to. Yeah. All right. Shall we do it?
Yeah.
Al Murray versus the American. Let's do it, Al.
You're beautiful people. Have we got anyone from overseas here tonight? Anybody from overseas? Yeah? Fabulous. From which vanquished nation do you hail, sir? Tell me. Where you from?
United States.
United States. Fantastic. Welcome. Eh? Welcome. I love you people. What's your name, Squire?
Neil.
Neil. Beautiful British name. Now, Neil. Tell me. Neil, how long have you been in Great Britain, Squire?
2 weeks now.
2 weeks. Yeah? Yeah? Tell me, if you had to sum up Great Britain in one word, Neil, what would it be, mate? Come on. Come on, Neil. Shit will get off the pot, sir. You what?
Football.
Football. No. The word you're looking for, mate, is great, isn't it? Clues in the name, for fuck's sake. Dozy yank.
Dozy,
The
yeah.
yank.
No, I love Americans. You're beautiful people, aren't you? Yeah? Yeah, you're beautiful people. Because the word, no, I love them. Back off, I love them. I love them. I love Americans. Because the world needs people like Americans, don't they? Because you're dreamers, aren't you? Yeah? Yeah? You're dreamers, aren't you, Neil? Yeah? Because you've got that American dream. The American dream. Yeah? You're an American dreamer. Dreaming the American
Passive
dream,
aggressive.
aren't you, Neil? Yeah? Yeah? Now, the fact is, Neil, we don't have a dream in Great Britain. We don't. There is no British dream. Now, this isn't because we lack some sort of sense of moral purpose. This isn't because we haven't got a sense of guiding destiny taking us towards a better tomorrow. No, we don't have a dream in this country, Neil, because we're awake. It's that simple.
Some truth to that.
What is that dream of yours anyway? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Hey, I'd be embarrassed to write that down if I were you, Squire. It's a pleasure to have you here, you beautiful bloke. I love Americans, you're beautiful people. Yeah? You're simple folk, aren't you? If an American can't explain something, he says it's aliens, doesn't he? At least British people are prepared to admit when they're pissed, Neil. I mean, we're sensible people in this country. This is a reasonable country. It's a reasonable
I was going to say, is that
Great Britain isn't that big, yeah? America's vast, isn't it? Far too big, unwieldy country, yeah? Britain's compact, yeah? You reasonable size. I mean, the mountains aren't exactly that big, are they? Yeah? They're big enough to learn how to climb mountains and then practice and conquer other peoples. But they're not that big in themselves. I mean, the wildlife is not particularly wild, is it? Squirrels are not going to hunt you down in packs, are they?
You said that about America.
We don't have a...
We've got a fucking squirrel problem here.
Yeah, we
live
have
in
a
Florida.
lot of squirrels.
Little bastards go
We
in
put
there.
our trash outside for them
fucking
to
smash the
come
trash
get within 5 minutes.
Honestly, aren't they so cute? If I
They
could
are
go around
cute,
fucking
though.
stamping on the bastards, I would. I
Babe,
fucking can't stand
I
them.
love little squirrels, though.
What did he say? A fucking pack of squirrels.
earthquakes in this country, do we? No, because we don't down in packs, are they? We don't have earthquakes in this country, do we? No, because we don't deserve them, it's that simple.
Shit.
Anyone who builds a city on a thing called the San Andreas Fault really has got it coming.
True.
In fact, it's Neil, it's not San Andreas' fault, is it? It's yours for building it there in the first place. Classic American behaviour, trying to palm the blame off onto some poor fucking Mexican. Forget the Alamo! Now, what is this? We're sensible, down-to-earth people in this country. Aren't we? Yes, Steve? Oh, we are. Here we are. Could you play God Save the Queen? Yeah? F, F. G. D, E, F. G.
What's he
I'm
doing?
guessing they must have. I haven't seen this before, but I'm guessing he must have had like an earlier bit with him where he must have said I'm a music teacher or something like that.
Okay.
And he must be able to play music.
F, F. G.
I'm totally guessing
D,
by the
E,
way.
F.
Well, he's playing a piano.
G, G. A, G. F, D. E. F, G. A, C. What is this? What is this? You might be looking stupid, eh? What is this? What is this? We're sensible, down-to-earth people in this country, aren't we? Hmm? This is a sensible, down-to-earth country. I mean, we never put a man on the moon, did we? No. What would be the fucking point? You Yanks, you're banging about how you got there first, but no one else was trying, were they, mate?
Did you stand up? He said, "You Yanks banging on about how you got there first, but no one else is trying, mate."
Can I ask why you guys refer to us as Yanks? Because I know, like in America, if you're from the northern states, you're referred to as a Yank.
Oh, really?
As a Yankee, yeah.
Oh.
And then you're a Southerner if you're like down, a little bit below.
Country.
Country.
Right.
But I didn't know why you guys called us Yanks.
I think it's like I don't know where it comes from, but it's like a friendly
No,
derogatory
I mean it's a
term.
derogatory term.
But it's like
not
a friendly one. It's not like you know what I mean? It's like it's the next level down from, you know how you guys say cracker. You know what I mean? It's like the next friendlier one. Cracker's more like, you know, comes from a bad history.
Right.
Whereas Yank, I wish I knew the history. I'm sure somebody in the comments will
yeah, I just
give us
didn't
the
know why,
lowdown.
like, for example, Brits would call us that.
But yeah, that's
so
what
if anybody
we call
knows,
you.
please tell us.
But yeah, but we do it as a bloody Yank. But it's friendly. It's not mean spirited. But we don't say, oh yeah, my friend John the Yank. He's engineer.
Oh yeah, because here it's a mean spirit, not mean spirited, but
Oh,
more
it
like
is?
like oh, he's from New York, he's a fucking Yank.
Oh,
I don't
really?
know why I said that with a British accent.
He's from New York. He's a fucking yank him. That swat bastard.
Like all these Yanks down here driving, like
right.
That's
a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. Well, that's what we call it Yanks anyway.
Interesting.
But it's like friendly derogatory.
It's not like really bad. Like
it's
all
not
your
really
Yank.
what's it's like when he's doing like the way he's doing it.
Yeah.
They got there first, but no one else was trying, were they, mate?
I wonder if at this point he's drunk.
Don't count.
Possibly.
Doesn't matter who comes first when you're on your own, does it, lad, Jim? It's been a year. I mean, we're sensible people in this country, aren't we? Down to earth people. Yeah, we never put a man on the moon. Nah, the moon was never going to be part of the British Empire, was it, lad, Jim? There's no one to give it back to once we're done with it, was it? There's no point going to the moon, putting in a railway, trial by jury, parliamentary democracy. There's no bastard living there, is there? That's the trip. There's nothing to be gained in the way of hot and spicy food or Olympic quality athletes. It's a waste of a journey. I mean, why would the British, the very people who invented gravity, want to go somewhere where there isn't any, hey? Doesn't make any sense at all. Now, the moon should be left to its own business of tides, werewolves, and periods. No. If anyone can explain to me the actual difference between them last two. Stage door later. Now, the point is this. No, just one man's silver bullet is another woman's bar of chocolate. Period, Neil. That's an example of a word that means different things to you and I, isn't it? It's quite. Because you're a Yank and I'm British, yeah? That's right. Period, yeah? To the American woman, the word period probably means something like full stop, doesn't it? That's the same thing for American geezers, eh, Neil? Because we're divided by a common language, that's right, and a fucking great big ocean, thank Christ. The point is this.
I actually enjoyed that more than I thought I would because now I'm contradicting myself because I went, I'm not actually a huge fan of Al Murray, but then I laughed throughout the thing. So that was actually quite.
Well, it was kind of like a friendly bashing as well.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't
It kept
super
it fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I didn't watch enough of him growing up. Possibly
Maybe.
That's maybe what it was. I don't know. But
I asked if he was drunk because, like, for example, there's some comedians that you see them drinking on stage and continuing to get drinks.
Right.
I know we only saw the clip of that, but I just feel like, especially with comedy, like you have so many bits to remember. Drinking, I would just get so.
But a lot of comedians really can't perform without like having
being
that
loosened
buzz.
up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess I just didn't know.
Next up, Doug Stanhope.
Yeah.
He's always drunk.
Okay.
He's an actual
actual alcoholic.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it'd
Love
be good
him.
then.
Doug Stanhope versus Britain. Should we get into it?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. Is that him?
No.
Oh.
I should quickly explain. I think this was like Doug Stanhope used to do segments. This was a British show, and they used to bring Doug Stanhope in quickly for like little bits. So that's just to give you some context.
Okay. And he's American.
Yeah. I love
I'm
it.
Doug Stanhope, and that's why I drink. America is fucking great, and it really is. I know you don't want to hear this from me, but that's the truth.
Brits love to bitch about America and they love to hate America, the government and the wars and the torture. But that's not life here. Come on.
Life in America is actually fantastic. Everything works. Come here. I want you to be here. Just get a nonstop from Heathrow, go directly to Florida, walk down that ramp, and tell me if you can't immediately sense something's really good here. Rent a car, get a convertible.
The thing is, he's doing that obnoxious American
Right,
thing.
over
of,
the
well,
top.
Great, but it's kind of true
Right.
what he's saying. I landed in Florida and I went, something feels right. I don't know what it is. Something something's right
Something
here.
feels good.
At least sense something's really good here. Rent a car, get a convertible, fill up the tank.
Look at the price. Fucking $11 a gallon over there. Look at the price. You're gonna fill up your tank. You're gonna fill up the back seat as well. Just because it's that fucking cheap comparatively.
Drive down big empty highways, drive to the beach. There'll be a half a dozen cabana bars open. It's only 8 o'clock in the morning.
And they're waving at you. They're smiling at you, and they're waving for you to come on in. They want you to be there. because they don't know yet that you don't tip. Come on in. Come on in.
I'm going to come back to that point.
Okay.
Have a seat at the bar. She's gonna hand you a big breakfast menu. It's this big. You know what we have for
You always say
traditional
that.
American breakfast?
Choices. Yeah, lots of choices.
True.
You want some eggs? How do you want them done? We can do them 10 different ways. You want French toast? You want waffle? Pancakes? We have chocolate chip pancakes. They'll put a whipped cream smiley face right on there for your fucking British ass. Or maybe you want a whipped cream frowny face to match that dour expression. You're still trying to fight liking it here.
Order a cocktail, and she's gonna do something you've never seen before. She's gonna pour it like this, and she's gonna go up and down, and she keeps pouring it.
How can this possibly be right? In the UK, when you order a mixed drink, some scientist pops out of the floorboards. A lab coat and a system of weights and measures and a fucking stainless steel cylinder that assures that you will not get any more, even the vapors of more than 1 measured ounce in your fucking $15 cocktail.
Life here is really fucking good. Yeah, we have a lot of dumb people here, but you can afford to be dumb here. Everything makes sense.
You're lost. You don't know where you are. Where are you? 77th Street? Go a block. You know what's next? 78th Street.
It makes sense. You don't have to think. It's not like your roads that are all crisscross and mishmash, and they're all built 1,100 years ago for donkeys and carts, and you don't know where the hell you are or where you're going.
Hitler did his best to help the UK and level that country flat so they could start over like extreme country makeover.
Shit.
And what did the Brits do? They spat in Hitler's face and built it back brick by brick exactly the way it was 1,100 years ago when it didn't make sense.
Come to America. You can stay on my couch. If you don't like it after a week, I'll give you your money back.
Doug Stanhope, everybody.
Okay, I'm not. Everyone's gonna say it's because I'm the American I found that bit way
Well,
funnier.
I love Doug Stanhope.
But I think it's
so
just
I'm
that
gonna
just has to do with his type of comedy. That's
and
all.
he's as I say, he's an actual. Actually, there is a lot of similarities between the both, though. They're
Yeah.
both obviously all comedians are exaggerated versions
Right.
of themselves.
Right, of
anyway,
course.
but yeah, that whole like drunk, like yeah, you know what I mean, yeah, like, and he's kind of doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, but I do love Doug Stanhope, so I can't. I'm obviously going to be a little bit, but both good.
It's just
both
funny
good fun.
because we started doing this more about British things,
Mm-hmm.
but now that we're doing a bit more American things, I just feel like now I can relate to more. I don't feel like I'm the odd one out that's
Right.
trying to figure out
Right.
all these things. Everything he was talking about the beach bars open at
The
8 o'clock.
cabana bars at
Come on
8.
in, come on in.
Yeah,
like,
they're literally outside going, "Hey, y'all, let's do
right?
it."
How are you guys doing today?
You guys want some tequila for breakfast? Like,
Right, and the breakfast menus. You always say that when we go to breakfast.
too
You're
many
like,
choices. Fucking, how many ways can you do an eggs? Yeah, no, there is people do. You know, there is a lot of positives to
what'd you say
America.
you were gonna come back to about tipping?
Tipping.
Oh,
Good people of the United Kingdom, look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. I'm talking to my brothers and sisters of the United Kingdom. I know that you don't understand why you don't. I know that, like, when you come to America, hey, let me preface with this. When you come to vacation for America,
It's gonna be great.
you'll have a great time. Make sure you tip at least, at the very minimum, 15% of your bill. Really, it's 20% as standard.
Yeah.
But at the very minimum, 15%. Now, the problem is that culturally, a lot of people, like, in Britain just don't understand the system in America. So, like, why should I tip him? Blah, blah, blah. I've already paid for the food. The way the system is in America, if anyone's not familiar, is that people who work in the service industry their employers are actually allowed to pay them less than the minimum wage. The minimum wage in America is, I think, what, $10 or $11 or whatever it is.
I don't know. What
I
it
don't
is.
know. There's a different minimum wage specifically for people who work in the food and beverage business. Meaning, some of these people are on like
$4 an hour.
$5 or $6 an hour. You cannot. We live in Florida. You cannot survive on $6 an hour. Meaning, these people actually live off their tips. And the whole idea is, if you have a $100 tip, if you have a $100 bill, you leave $20. If you have a $200 bill, you leave $40, and so on and so on. And the reason is because obviously, if you've got a $300 or $400 or $500 bill, that's because you guys have been there for a while, and it's probably a few years, which means that the worker has to work even harder and faster, and blah blah blah. If you don't leave a tip, you're basically that person who served you for the last hour and a half, 2 hours, did it for nothing, did it for free, basically.
Right.
That's what the system is. It's not that you have to tip because like that's just the way it is here. The reason is because these people live on it. And is it a system that's broken? Maybe there's an argument there. Maybe, but that's the system that's in place. So you should tip at least 20%.
Yeah.
Rant, because I see it all the time in the Brits and just like I'm not fucking tipping. Well, fuck. Like,
well, and there's nothing wrong with not knowing, because I've gone to other countries and done something incorrectly because I didn't know. But you don't want to have the attitude of, well, I don't care if that's how they do it over here. That's not like I'm not.
Because obviously you're not. That's where I've got to give credit to Americans, because you're not actually legally required to leave a tip.
Yeah, you
right.
have to.
And if the service is absolutely terrible and they're just like not arsing on their phone the whole time and they're fucking, they're just useless, you can leave 0. But if the person, they're always good at their jobs here, you should leave 20, at the minimum 15%.
That's something that I even noticed that I've commented about when we've gone to Europe, for example.
Right.
Not everywhere, but I'm not even going to say most places, but a lot of the places that we went to, I noticed a huge difference in the service, because they are just working for an hourly wage. When you're over here, you are working for your tips. So sometimes
the service is better.
100% better.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I would say.
Right.
So when you don't tip, that's even more of a blow, because they're
person
trying
feels
to
like
please
they've done
you.
something
Yeah.
wrong. They're like, why did they leave me like 3? And I've seen Brits, right, who have like had like a $200 tab and they've left $10 and they've gone, I left them $10.
Right.
I'm like, no, dude, you've just shortchanged him by $30. Like, what do you mean I left him $10?
But that's the thing, is then when you hear that, then you should say, oh, well, then let me go, like,
and that's why
you
I always
shouldn't
make
have
sure
an
that I
attitude
explain.
of, yeah.
It's just something that I wish, not just the Brits, Europeans, all Europeans who are watching this, you come to America, 20% when you food or drinks, even a beer at the bar. You have a beer at the bar, they give you the bill. If it's $7 for a drink, leave them $1, just $1, $1 here, $1 there, $1 here, $1 there. Gives them a living wage, basically.
True.
All right, rant over.
No, it's not a rant. That's good to know.
Yeah, just
because it's some people don't know that.
Yeah, I guess you're probably right. Anyway, any other thoughts on the videos?
No, I enjoyed it.
Good fun.
Good fun. Yeah, I liked both.
Good fun. It's basically a story of our lives, isn't it? Me taking the piss out of Americans, you taking the piss out of Brits. That's basically why we started this whole fucking thing. And then on top of it, you got to shove in that I'm half Arab, and it all just becomes a mess.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's okay. This is an Arab video, so we're not talking
about
about
we're fine. That's a whole other thing. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it. Happy New Year again. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Check out our Instagram at Culture Clash Reactions.
You fabulous, fabulous family on YouTube. We will see you next time.
And thank you guys for watching, by the way.
Yeah, just thanks for watching, man. What a great crowd.
I've just noticed that because we have a bit of a following now and people are getting involved, I get really excited to
do this.
Yeah, I really do.
We get like a day off, don't we?
Yeah.
We're like, let's
but
film,
I get excited, and it used to be just because it was you and me, but now I feel like we're doing it like all
community.
together. How
my
fucking
God,
cute is that? Culture Clash fam. All right.
Okay, we're done. Laters.
Bye.